YouTube. What's up, everybody? Wrapping up a pretty productive day today. Today was a little bit different, so my day's been kind of all over the place recently. Today I headed downtown at Cherries Point, TPCC. There was a guest speaker today. I was invited to a luncheon, leadership luncheon. Yeah. His name was Todd. The book was called Lead, for God's sake. So great book. I'm diving into it right now. I'm just gonna go with the audiobook, and it's good. It's good to meet him. He's the author of the book. He gave a nice presentation to some leaders or influencers, if you will, in the community, and that was good. It was really good to kind of dig in and understand a little bit more as to why he wrote the book and where his motives came from. So like what basically what points, the points he was making in the book, where were they derived from. So it was pretty cool. It was really cool to get the back end of it. So now getting ready to start training today. We got legs, deadlifts. So today is Tuesday. This is week 1 of our prep for our strongman competition in 8 weeks. This competition is a level 2 competition, so it's pretty heavy. Whoever was the top 2 guys the top 2 guys who win the competition, so first and second place, move forward to nationals. So I really want to have a place at nationals this year. I made that goal to myself that whenever I started competing in strongman, that I would make nationals within the first year. So here we are. We are 3 months into it, and we have a competition in 2 months to see if we can make nationals. Things will be a little bit different with this competition. Heading into this, there's a lot of carry events, and that's something I really have to get used to. I'm so used to being in static positions. I'm squatting, benching, deadlifting, everything's static, right? We're squatting, we're here, we're locked low, we're deadlifting, we're here. Where these have a lot of carry events. I'm carrying farmer handles, also carrying a 720 yoke. These exercises, surprisingly or not, the carryover from powerlifting hasn't been as well. My upper back strength, my grip strength is great. I have no problem holding on to the handles. It's more so in my knees. It's functional. It's the movements that are bothering me. It's movement. It's been hard on my knees and shins. As you guys see, if you haven't already put that on there, Charlie, we can edit this in there now. Brian came yesterday, so I'll be working with most definitely a masseuse weekly for some deep tissue massage, some ART, chiropractor. I'll probably be meeting with weekly, and as well as be going to Abbey Wellness for cryotherapy, Normatec, float tank. I'll be doing this stuff weekly to get my body prepared for competition. It's definitely nice. I'm not gonna front and act like it ain't great. I have a lot of resources available to me right now. Having the gym, having more freedom with my time to focus my energy where I feel like it needs to be. And right now it's competing, so the majority of my energy will be going towards competing over the next 8 weeks and producing content for you guys, and kind of bring you guys along the road and show you just where I started at the beginning of the 8 weeks and where I end up, how I peak my training cycle, what my nutrition's like, how much food I'm taking in, how much water I'm taking in. Everything's going to be in a surplus. Training, nutrition, sleep. I'm going to be sleeping 8 to 10 hours a day. Everything's going down to strictly training. I'm going to be focusing my life around becoming a stronger athlete, both mentally, physically, as well as growing myself spiritually. And it's something I do every week, even when I'm not in competition. But whenever I have a competition, it amplifies. So I'm dead focused. I'm set on my goal. I'm set on what I have to do and what I need to do to accomplish it. And we're going to do whatever it takes to succeed in this competition. So I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to bring you guys along the road. And I'm done talking. Let's get the training. Let's go. Something that we found YouTube, this is a great tip Xavier gave us. The higher the block pull, so we put up wagon wheels like 12.5 inches, but the higher up it goes, what we found is the easier it is when you open your stance up to be a little bit wider. So if we're going up a few inches, I go and open my stance up about an inch or 2. Now if we're coming off like 18-inch blocks, I might even open my stance up even a little bit more to make the lift a little bit easier to get up. What I found is off this 12-inch, if I have my stance close here, all it is then is a push. All that pressure's in my lower back. If I'm able to get my stance up a little more, I can sit into it a little better, activate a little bit more of my glutes, use a little bit of my quads in the pull, and my leverages and positioning definitely does change though as I go ahead and the weight gets higher off the floor. But like I said, open the stance up a little bit, see if it's comfortable for you. Make sure you can extra and rotate though. You activate and use those glutes. What's up, y'all? So it's super hot, summertime here, extremely humid in Indianapolis. It's either freezing cold or humid as shit. So anyways, this humid, we're sweating a ton right now. Heading into the competition, we're 8 weeks away, so I use Dylan and Jay both. So here's Dylan Spina. Dylan Spina's a trainer here at my gym. He's also in school for dietetics up here at Ball State. So Dylan oversees a lot of my nutrition. He's making sure I'm getting in my water, my salt, and everything he learns basically from school. He brings this information to us. So I still use Dylan to coach me through nutrition and Jay to coach me through my nutrition. Just so, hey man, I'm having this. I'm trying to be the athlete more. So anyways, Dylan's gonna talk a little bit more about the importance of sodium in athletes and water intake while I do my set. So take it over.
So a lot of people look down on sodium, the sodium intake. They think something like a meg or two or a gram or two of sodium is a lot. Reality, it's not. When you sweat, it's not just the water coming out of your skin, it's the sodium that was in the blood and the water in that. So you want a higher amount of sodium intake along with potassium. It's another one that's going to hold the water into the muscle cells and help hold the muscles together. So you see bicep tears and shit like that, it's because usually they're dehydrated. There wasn't enough fluid in there, they're cramping. You can't perform well. So the sodium, potassium, and the water you intake, especially on humid days like this, should be above the normal. So I'm about a gallon or two a day, along with about 6 grams of sodium, not 6 megs, 6 grams. So it's gonna look like a lot, about 3 teaspoons of sodium a day. So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. Let's get back to training. Push, squeeze, squeeze. Long time no see. So Bailey's rocking. Come here real quick. This is the OG Iron Valley Barbell tee. So when I opened the gym, Bailey was one of my first members I had here, literally day one. And this is it was one of the first members to buy a shirt too. So you can see how far we've come along. At this time, I had absolutely no fucking idea what I was doing, no idea of logos, nothing, but I had a lot of passion. I had a lot of great supporters like Bailey. And this is the shirt, the OG. He's the only one that still rocks it. Yeah.